It is Mikhail here, and we are once again back with Path of Life here in Arknights. So we're gonna go ahead and start this quickly because I was doing stupid stuff last time. So let's just go right ahead. Let's go. Let's go. We don't have time to wait. Let's go. The homie. There we go. Senor Ulpianus? You? Phew, so it was you, okay. We met once at Grand Pharaoh. Actually, it was you who approached me, though I never learned your name until after I got here. Please, you're not supposed to be here. It's control center for the beacon tower. That man on the floor. Did you do that? It's the most fitting end for the one who fell. What did he do? None of your business, young one. Leave this place for your own safety. The nest beacons have all been activated. The sabotage weapons are warming up. How else can I warn the hunters? Is Laurentina's group in danger? Did this man do it? Is that why you... You won't tell me. You don't trust me. Well, I don't trust you either, honestly. You never introduced yourself. As seeing all this, it's only right to suspect you. But they're your friends. You're a hunter too. I think I know a little about your tales together. He did his dirty work on them before they left. They're still caught in the Seaborn tide for now. I'm not entirely certain what's going to happen, but the danger is definite. If they went to plant the beacon and are still in the nest, maybe we could send them... Maybe we could send their beacon a signal from this tower to warn them. That's a good idea. I was helping out here earlier. I know roughly how the basic controls work. Then do it. Oh, okay. Good man, Jordi. Okay. No need to shut up. You're good. You're cooking. We like it. We like to see it. Well, it's much more complex in practice, but I can say this tower seems to operate on a very similar framework to a lighthouse control system. As far as I'm aware, Broken passed through this city and aided the tower reconstruction effort. The technician mentioned that the tower will automatically navigate the weapons once every beacon is active, and all other controls will be locked out by the program. So if you want to send a signal to one of these beacons, let me see. Just as I feared, it's impossible to resume control. Do you have any other way to circumvent the lockdown? If Bjorken was involved in the construction, then maybe, just maybe, I have a very stupid plan. My entire time here in Millarium, I've been trying to get to understand the man Bjorken was. He had a habit of writing things down, always noting his thoughts, his suspicions, etc. He kept it up even on dry land. Was it so he wouldn't forget things? I think I can try temporarily shutting down the main control panel's data decomposition system like this. Before you were bringing up my history. You call it Bjorken's descendant, but just from looking at his images, you can tell I don't resemble the genius architect one bit. My parents were just 8 years rooted to the land. There are plenty of us across Iberia and the other terrestrial countries. Strictly speaking, we don't even count as... So what? It used to trouble me, but recently I've been learning to let myself get over it, to not think so hard about it. It's just you were the first to ever mention that to me, so I wanted to be sure. Why do you think I was... True, I did miss the mark, but I never engaged in baseless speculation. There is more of a bond between you than you think. A bond? The profound silence ruined Iberia. The lighthouses fell dark along the coast, and doubt and suspicion grew in their shadow. Bjorken was forced to flee the splendor he himself had designed. Grand Pharaoh was one place he had sheltered while on the run. The research notes your parents left you are undoubtedly connected to him. They were people he knew he could entrust his life's work to. Look at what you're doing now, young one. You may not be his descendant by blood, but you have most certainly inherited a portion of his wisdom. Millarium is the first Igerian city you visited, and coincidentally the last Bjorken stopped at before leaving the country entirely. His trail covers the entire seabed, and everywhere he went, he visited those of great repute to share his thoughts on dry land, his conjectures on Terra's future. He had hoped someone would head for the continent with him, so that one day land and sea might stand against crisis together, seek new possibilities together. Many admire him for his talent, but perhaps his suggestions were too ahead of his time, for in the end hardly any responded to his invitation. In Millarium, he even volunteered to take part in this tower's reconstruction, in exchange for an audience with the then consul. And? Do you need to ask? He was rejected. Well, as the work finished, he made the final decision to wrap up his winding tour and officially depart for the faraway soils, even if his time on the road had gained him practically no support. Think over what you've done. You left the town you knew, and then came to this alien place that they call your home. That too took incredible courage. In this respect, you and Broker are not dissimilar. Conversely, if all you shared was just blood, then that would have been something to be ashamed of. Spitting fucking facts, dude. I like it. I do not usually play psychological counselor Jordi Fontanarosa. I think, really, that did it. At the very least, signaling a single beacon shouldn't be an issue. Let's see, Nest 37. I hope Laurentina and her friends notice. Actually, Senor Ulpianus, is it just me or is the air getting stuffy? My comms just picked up a faint gravitational wave. What a strange feeling, seeing the ripples in space-time with my own eyes. Just like in the manual, seems the beacon is already active. According to Clementia, this beacon's going live should mean the Class 4 weapon array will automatically come online. We should head back to the way we came immediately. Oh, and here I was thinking we'd stay behind and enjoy our front row seats. Sorry. What's so fun about watching cannons fire? Dude, it's great. What do you mean? Oh, weren't we supposed to have something rather different in store? I thought we'd see the Seaborn suddenly popping all at once across the entire stretch. How poetic, how fitting, when you consider all the little bastards wrong in the snow. Though Class 4 weaponry may not affect us, pointless dithering will only invite more variables. Fine, off we go then. Ugh. Nah, get away from me, bro. A soft murmur reaches Spectre's ear, and when she turns to look, she meets with an eye, miraculously a nucleus leaping to and fro. The flagella of the Seaborn sticks to her cheek, soft as a kiss. Spectre sees the nucleus pulsing in a clear rhythm, blending with her own heartbeat. Huh? Shark! Don't attack yet, Scatty. It went straight past us. Don't strike me. Doesn't strike me that we spooked it. More like something pulled it away. The beacon. Captain? The gravitational waves coming from this thing aren't supposed to be so regular, are they? Scatty, behind you. Move! No, I don't like that. The currents reverse. The tide sweeping the Seaborn surges back into the nest. The sound of beating membranous wings, of compressing and unfolding of clamoring mouthparts, of roaring streams. The whole space reverberates with layer upon layer of cries of pure elation. The beacon's been completely drowned out. The eggs and newborns are multiplying rapidly. Clementia said all formless newborns would enter straight into necrosis, and mature individuals would flee from the sea. While the fungal the vegetation, the whole nest would decay starting from the environment. But clearly we're not seeing much of a collective necrosis here, are we? If anything, I'd say they're full of life. Pull back! Gladia turns the instant she barks the order, her lance piercing the Seaborn ahead as ruptured tissue bursts out like blood. Ever since that little bastard touched my face, I've been feeling sleepy somehow. How very strange. It's been so long since I felt this way. Ugh, I thought it was just me. This shouldn't be. combat only sharpens and dishonors lucidity. Blandis? You mean the auto-adaptive junction surgery? We discovered an anomaly and Blandis certainly treated us, but he also tampered with the procedure. Yet while coincidence or not, the church's attack cleared our suspicions of him. This was my mistake. But he's the advisor, why would he? If you want answers, we must make it back to the city. A little too late for that. He's already been taken care of by Ulpian, but that's fine. Spectre skips ahead at the vanguard. Her dance is graceful as ever. Which but a twirl, a high RPM saw blade leaves the Seaborn head carved in two. The beasts have noticed us and yet show hardly any will to attack. Captain Shark, have you noticed the water flowing slower? Get a hold of yourself, Scatty. No, wait, she's right. Oh. Oh. These animals are secreting something. Finally, the tide receding the nest temporarily bears the truth of its transformation. Seaborn living and dead fall into every ravine in the seabed. The nest borders have begun to bleach, chitin coming together into a thick crust. Something has provided them immense nutrition. The whole nest is forming a carapace and spurring every life within to evolve faster. A shell, if we take the Iberian so-called Nether brand as the roadmap for the organism's expansion, then this shell is the final act of fueling before it begins. Huh. Without warning, the beacon pulsed irregular gravitational waves right ahead. Right afterward, the Seaborn swarm began to nest around it. Either this is some elusive aberration of the weapons themselves, or someone in the city is trying to remotely control the beacon to transmit information. Or possibly both. Whatever Blandis did to us during surgery has dulled our senses. Consider the hunt on. Time is of the essence. Get out of here! Your cheeks are flushed and your clothes soaked through with sweat. I'm not nervous. No. You are accustomed to dry, arid land. You're more sensitive to dampness than an average Aegir. The humidity is wrecking you. Hold on. Look at the chart. Densely packed biosignatures from right above us. It's the dome above the tower. The Seaborn are seeping into the city through there. No, but weren't there 2 legions out there keeping them at bay? Plus the hunters. Even if some from other nests live around the perimeter, Millarium still has countless sensor units across the dome and all sorts of complex defenses. How could the Seaborn get into the city without a sound? Did this tower draw them in? Why? But why? My guess is someone showed them the path. Blandis, had it ever dawned on you that your folly will lead to such disaster? Ulpian is pensive. He does not turn to look at the culprit of all this, lying motionless on the floor. He stares closely at the holographic sea chart, thus representing the Seaborn swarm converging right on Millarium's coordinates. They shine like stars. Oh fuck, this is not good. Oh shit, alright. No. We're continuing. What is whoa! Okay, so no, yeah, alright. Now the maps are taking place inside Millarium. Okay. Yeesh. Alright, we can make some defense right here. So we don't have to defend 3 spots, I guess. So yeah, here, and here. So this would be Lapland, Spectre, Ulpian, yeah, you know, stuff like this. So good. No disgusting Nether Sea brand. That's what it's called. Shit. Okay. I don't think we need her this time. It's all good. Give me back my homie. Yeah. Anyway. There are always chimes like little bells resounding from the dome, the result of countless tentacle-shaped biomonitors analyzing the most minute changes in the ocean current. Yeah, hope they can find some Seaborn looking stuff. But I guess not. That sucks. Occasional door roars echo faintly from the port as warships coming to and from the harbor gracefully displace vast amounts of seawater like gigantic fins. The goods flying through aerial optic cables and squeezed state to every household emit a near subsonic buzzing. These myriad noises, varied yet not chaotic, have become the ambience of Millarium, long since faded into the background for its 10,000 or so residents. But now all those residents stop in their paces. They wonder if their ears are deceiving them. Oh my god, the fucking... Yes, give me that music. The Stultifera Navis music. So good. At first it was like, oh, so good, dude. Fuck, give me that music. There we go. At first it was like a wisp of wind sweeping across an angular reef. Then, like a newborn who tentatively poked its head out of the warm womb. And after that, a colony, a nest, an entire region of sea. Oh shit! The thick, bizarre sound of blooming of life could be heard clearly. Dude, the fucking... Dude, all the Seaborn, I guess, Seaborn events have such good music. I'm still gonna say Arknights has the best fucking boss music in the entire game. It's so good, dude. Just listen to this. If you've never played Arknights or Stultifera Navis, just listen to the fucking music. It's so good. Anyway, the children of the sea now give back to the ocean. They give civilization a kiss, and civilization is now filled to the brim with life. Look! Ah! The unusual tower looming over the city center is gone, replaced by an enormous stone column, the type seen only in karst caves in the sea. Layer upon layer of fine, porous, slimy, and smooth seaborne tissue encircle the walls of the beacon tower. Yet light from the equipment within still permeates, casting an inferiorly enchanting glow over its surroundings. Microbial colonies float down from the column, blossoming into oddly shaped life forms. If it weren't for the statues I can just barely make out, I'd have thought those were untouched wilds. Nest conversion. Why would there be Seaborn in the city? I know we haven't... Doesn't it matter if we did or not, as long as the results are as expected. I just hope it's a lesson those ever-sinking Aegir will never forget. What did we do now? We keep it growing and stop the city from pushing it back. Oh, there are... These are cultists. Okay, please kill them. Was murdering Jordi not enough? Do you need to destroy the entire city to state your appetite for chaos? Yes! Yes! At first I was planning to tell you back to your allies and save myself some effort. Yes, I knew it was her! Secunda! Let's go, dude! But since it's an emergency, I'll have to haul my net in now. You will be the 33rd and 44th Church of the Deep cultists caught by the Sea Patrol this month. Holy fuck, they've caught a lot. The Sea Patrol. You've harmed a lot of our brothers and sisters lately. Clinging to the current order will do you no good. What Aegir needs isn't a struggle for its life in despair, it's... Good! Shut up, I'm not here to debate. Dude! Okay, alright. I know we all love Ulpian, right? We all love Ulpian. We no doubts there, right? But Secunda, nah. Dude, she is... Fuck, dude. The amount of revenge I want on those fucking cultists for killing that adorable scientist girl, Talia. Ah, she's making me so happy. Okay, yeah, no, I'm on Secunda's side. She's my favorite right now. Prefect Secunda, an unusual concentration of biosignatures has been detected. They've tripled in number in a short time. It seems the Seaborn have fully converted the tower into their nest, and are now steadily producing more of themselves. We cannot allow them to spread to the other city units. The nearby civilians have already started evacuating by themselves. Take a squad to guide them to the emergency shelters. Remember to clear the roads of all support machines. If the Seaborn contaminate them, they could be used as weapons against us. The rest of you, get in formation and deploy barriers. Keep the Seaborn within the perimeter of the beacon tower. Yes, ma'am. I was sure the class 4 weapons had already been activated. Don't tell me. Oh, she knows, she knows. I'm listening. Lock down all class 4 weapons immediately. I want a thorough inspection of the entire system as soon as possible. Dude, Clementia is locked in. I like that. Oh my god, the music makes this so good. Oh my fucking god. That's what I'm saying. The Seaborn event music is amazing. You can feel the tension, man. Shit is getting real now. All troops who have fallen back regroup at the port immediately. From now on, all combatants are to remain on standby on the channel. I'm guessing this isn't part of the plan. Look at this real-time nautical chart. Just an hour ago, Seaborn biosignatures were generally stable. But now, every nest on the continental shelf is getting closer and closer to each other. No, it's not that the nests are moving, they're expanding endlessly. Like countless drops of ink spraying across the sheet of paper. This entire stretch of sea is turning into a nest. The scattered nests are linking together as one, with Millarium in the middle. Did Aegir really bring weapons to disperse them, Madam Consul, or a massive catalyst? Are you annihilating them or freeing them? If plan is tampered with the link between the beacons and the weapons, it must have been him who altered their effect as well. And as a result, Aegir's hopes of landfall have been exploited. The city now is a foothold. Yeah, the city is now a foothold for Seaborn expansion. As the Waterway program seeks the sign of warfare, I will take full responsibility for this, but we haven't lost the battle quite yet. Look outside, not a hint of disturbance on the streets. Millarium has not yet sunk into panic. We've struggled against the Seaborn for more than 200 years. We've experienced countless incidents like this. It's far too early to declare Millarium lost to the enemy. Dr. Kal'tsit, Doctor, you must leave this city at once. I'll escort you to the port. Nah. I had assumed the Consul would need to remain at her post. As things stand, this port is the heart of the city, a key military installation we cannot afford to lose. The Seaborn have already invaded my city. You think I'll wait for our uninvited guests to lock on the Pentavarium store? God! The air's getting more and more humid. The further we go, I can barely breathe. Watch your step. Use the device to float over. Don't step on that. Nethersea brand? Indeed. Yet another means for the Seaborn to extend their reach. They've already spread from the top of the tower to here much faster than you'd see on land. The Seaborn are nesting in the city? Above our very heads. You said there was someone directing them. Why? How? This is the work of that dead man, Blandis. He spent the last 5 years on this. According to his partial plans, the signal emitted by this tower would, along with the weapons we brought, become a bridge connecting humanity and the Seaborn. He has indeed built a bridge of sorts, but the Seaborn have not reciprocated his ambitious goodwill. Our connection has only served to alert the beasts to Millarium's position and give them an understanding of our defense mechanisms. The legions have taken great pains to divide this stretch of sea into manageable regions, but with the nests now converging on the signal, they are whole once more. The class 4 weapons that should have destroyed the nests are repelled, and repelled the Seaborn have done the exact opposite. Seaborn tissues grow along their firing paths. What should have withered was instead nourished. Even until death, he never realized his own arrogance. Senor Pianist, I don't quite understand what you're saying, but right now, the Seaborn already considered this tower a new nest. It will still despawn and attract more from other nests to gather here. Can we reverse the change? It's too late. We have only one option: eject the city unit the beacon tower stands on. Eject? But underwater cities aren't built in blocks. How would you? There is still much you do not understand about Aegir. What the fuck? So they can catapult like a pilot ejecting from a plane? So they can basically eject the beacon tower? And if you play Mass Effect, you can inject the core, I guess. Oh, not Mass Effect. Star Trek. You can inject the main core. If it's out of dilithium crystals, the core of the starship will explode, basically. Anyway, enough. We're not here for Star Trek. Oh. Okay, never mind. Oh, shit. Nope. That was the... Alright, there we go. Sorry. Unlike the nomadic cities of the land, pieced together from cumbersome plates, Aegir technology focused on the biological, especially when it comes to city construction. Biting off a poisoned limb is an instinctual reaction in a sea beast, nothing difficult. We must keep the remainder of the city, for it still has use, otherwise the Seaborn in the area will eventually unite into one, and no one will ever be able to stop them then. They'll come ashore without a hint of resistance. They'll land in Iberia. What do we have to do exactly? Jordi is locked in. Let's go, dude. A massive yet precise framework supports each city unit of Millarium. The operating system controlling the linkage of the city's unit holy fuck. The operating system controlling the linkage of the tower's unit should be in this control center. Once activated, it will send the entire tower into the depths. We know what we have to do. Is this it? I can operate it, but there's no response. It doesn't seem like there's any issue with the system, so it must be the linkage itself. The Institute of Facility Management has specialists dedicated to the maintenance of the framework. It is less likely to malfunction than a hunter's weapon is to rust. And yet here we are, precisely at a time like this. Feeding error occurred number 2. 1 fault diagnostics. Do you need my help, Mr. Avitus? Oh no, I was merely observing this abandoned little handy. Flashback? Could he know something about this? I might know who to look for. Contact the Aegir soldiers outside, they'll help you exit this place. Are you going to stay here, alone? You still have doubts about me, young one. Good. But someone needs to stay in this control center. Once the tower completes its conversion, Millarium will be unable to eject it, even if we manage to repair the linkage. A sea beast cannot spit out its heart when the heart is no longer its own. I must remain to confirm that the framework has resumed operation, then eject the tower myself. But if you do that, you'll sink along with it into the hordes of Seaborn. You needn't worry about that, or do you mean to say you'd be more suited for that duty? Yeah, I think we'll just leave it to Ulpian. Huh. You don't have much time, young one. You have already... Isn't this the frequency of the beacon tower? Secunda, Sea Patrol, who's outside the tower? Then what about Blandis? He's dead. The two of us were in contact, but I never noticed anything unusual. I should submit myself to the Council for Discipline once this is settled. Millarium must abandon the tower. I must see it sink into the abyss with my own eyes. And after that? Will you return to Aegir? Can you return to Aegir? I told you not to ask pointless questions, Secunda. You should not allow the past to render you indecisive. You're overthinking things. Blandis told me what happened back then. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter which of you rejected my application. Though I'm willing to admit that, I regret not becoming a hunter and fighting alongside you all, deeply. I'll admit that I felt anger and resentment for a long time. I even envied Scatty. But eventually I become accustomed to patrol work, for your sake, for the sake of the project keeping our home, our civilization safe. Oh, nice. She has a cute smile. Staying outside of a specific project will allow you to see more sacrifices, more betrayals, more untrustworthy people, more things deviating from their paths. Like you right now? Have you thought through what you should bear? If you truly did betray Aegir, if you really are associated with that scum, then you're in that tower now to plan your escape. I'd bear the guilt of allowing a fallen Aegir to flee. If you're still a hunter, then you'll be fighting alone. However, it's already impossible to wipe your slate clean after infiltrating the city, breaking into the tower, not to mention the outcome of the tribunal. Aegir may not remember your sacrifice, just like how Talia will inevitably be forgotten. Ah, so cute. Rip indeed. But I agree, ejecting the tower is the most effective way to help Millarium respond to this disaster. I approve of your choice. I'll afford you some limited amount of trust. Very well. You have 5 minutes after that. I'll come rescue that land dweller in the tower. The entire city is allowing the emergency transportation coordination plan. We'll enter the axial channel via the southern Theatrum and leave for the port. I will remain there to direct operations while the Sea Patrol takes command of this ship and sees you to dry land. The drone matrix will also head to the lighthouse and assist Iberia in mounting a defense. Should the city not organize an evacuation of its citizens as well? Millarium is a military fortress. It is able to accommodate its citizens during battle. All civilians have already been escorted to shelter by the Sea Patrol. Those little cables by your hand. Should they be shooting like that? Oh yeah, she does have cables. No. The communications down, my connection to the ship's operating system has also been cut off. I'm losing control. Little handy run diagnostics on the entire ship. The system's breach is more serious than I expected. We might not have enough time to land. I'm sorry. At least the city's artificial gravity is still functional. The devices you have will help you move freely through the air. Now follow me, no need to be scared. All you have to do is walk out the door. No, the music! No! Fuck! Damn it! What the fuck? Okay, now we don't. Okay, we'll just turn it down. Oh, we lost the good music. Comms are still down. Looks like someone managed to cut off the entire southern Theatrum from the outside. Huh? Monster? Yes! 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 Here we go! Kal'tsit going in! Kal'tsit fucking going in! Let's go, dude! Let's go, Monster! Monster spreads its ebon talons as a wave of heat washes over you. At nearly the same time, the console draws her ceremonial swords and steps to the side to cover you and Kal'tsit. You take a good look at the enemy before you. Ugh, why does it look like that? Ugh. Oh, it's even worse than I imagined. Oh, that's disgusting. I don't like that. An unusually shaped Seaborn bars your way. It seems to lack hostility. Before monster's roar started, it simply stood there quietly, its featureless face illuminated by the coal-shaped terminal in the middle of the southern Theatrum. The granular organelles surrounding its body spread out like arms, stroking the branches of the terminal and fusing with the flowing characters and symbols on it. Was it observing? Sensing? Can it even comprehend human perception and reasoning? Turns to watch you. Seaborn. Is it the one that breached the terminal? This is unprecedented, and not a good sign. There is no justice here, only the path ahead. Seaborn trespassing in an Algerian city, reciting an ancient proverb in a sanctum designed by sages past. This might be the most ironic scene I've witnessed since I joined this war. Uncouth, even for a provocation. Its use of language and its manner of speaking are all unlike the usual outcome of the Seaborn forced learning. I fear this Seaborn was once human, Madam Consul. Language. Never have I forgotten it. Never has it abandoned me. What about your thoughts? Do you actually comprehend yourself when you clumsily mimicking the sayings of the wise? Comprehend? No, I do not understand their true meaning, even as I left them for posterity? I don't know, yeah. Now I have a new understanding. Left for posterity? Martis? You are Martis? The key member of the fourth observation team of the Mantle Ruins, the scholar of anthropology and prehistoric civilization who went missing more than 2 centuries ago? That Martis? In my most distant memories, I was once known by that name. Holy fuck, that's... Alright, so this Seaborn is over 200 years old. Alright, dude. That's not creepy at all. Nope. Not creepy at all. But now you need only be cognizant of my appearance. You see before you a Seaborn. Call me as such. Seaborn. Seaborn flows towards you. Those transparent skull you see strangely colored orbs gather and disperse, steadily changing their formation. Aegir, allow me to converse with the one behind you. Oh, monster is not happy about that. Glub, tell your little friend to stow its fangs. Its flames cannot burn my blood. AMA 10. Who are you? Why did you call Kal'tsit that? Stay vigilant, Dr. Sagan. I'll speak with it. Kal'tsit. Kal'tsit. I see now. You are accustomed to that name. I can call you by that. I have waited for you, Kal'tsit, for the two of you, for a very long time. Dude, this is so fucking creepy. Yeah, okay, thank you. Get me away from that thing, please. From history. Here we go. Yeah, I did not enjoy that. That was so creepy.
I'll wreck this place without hesitation.
Okay, yeah, we need to make some we need to make some platforms, some ranged platforms. So we'll just go ahead and kill these fucking things here.
I'll give you stress concentration point measure.
Right. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Good. Alright, give me Scatty. Good. And now... Actually, no. Let's put her here. Yeah! Holy fuck, we can make a whole wall here, dude. Yeah, look at this. We can make a whole wall, dude. Yeah. That's fucking funny. Oh, shit. Nah, we don't like you, bro. We don't like you. Get away from me. Oh, shit. I forgot that they insta-killed the carapaces. That's annoying. I thought I could make a wall here. God damn it, man. Oh, up here. Okay. Good. All right. No. Here. Boom. Whoa, hey, where the fuck are you going, bro? I nearly missed that. What the hell? Where did that little bitch come from? Alright, I have to look at that bag. That was... What the fuck? That was so weird. Alright, let's put, yeah, our lovely goat daughter right here. Yeah, try to get past this, idiots. Alright. Okay, I don't think we need her anymore. So let's get the lovely Secunda in here. As I said, we all know Ulpian is the MVP of this event, but goddamn, I'm liking Secunda, bro. She's so cool. Let's get some poison damage going. Oh, no. Never mind. We won. We won, boys. We won. Just so we make sure no one comes anywhere near us. Or the exit, I guess. And the homie locals is just gonna insta-kill these. Yup, get fucked, idiot. Boom! Easy clap. No, I don't want to look at you anymore, Martis, you idiot. Long have you walked the land, Kal'tsit. The changes in the sky would not have escaped your attention. Yeah, so Kal'tsit's actual name is AMA-10. Seaborn raises its head slightly, gazing up with its non-existent eyes. Perhaps a habit from the time it still had them. Above the dome, beyond the infinite water, something in the distance seems to have caught its attention. Tell me, how long will it take for the hole to close again? I see. Aegir was right. The Seaborn had a clear reason for leaving the ocean and invading the land. You came because you noticed a change in the barrier. I have seen through the eyes of we many who have ventured on land. There is a ripple in the sky. The immutable veil has been torn open. Your survival instincts have driven you to monitor every change in the environment and the dangers they signify. Dangers? Yes. You are indeed sharp, Kal'tsit. Your program runs smoothly. Our communication will be effective. The calamity that hangs above Terra, the eye that gazes upon us, does it see the abnormality in the sky? Or has it already? You understand Terra, Kal'tsit, and the crisis it faces. You must help we many understand, help we many evolve. Am I hearing this correctly, Kal'tsit? I sincerely hope this is the Seaborn's wishful thinking rather than some kind of consensus you have, Dr. Kal'tsit. Let it finish, Madam Consul. The last chance is fleeting. The oceans of Terra are too small. Knowledge, nourishment, space. We many must grow. We many require help. You want to go into space? Growing wings is not difficult, but insufficient. Going beyond the skies requires a re-evolution of the species in the species' fundamental nature. You have the knowledge, Kal'tsit. You help we many understand, and we many overcome calamity. Whatever their origin, the Seaborn are non-sapient creatures driven by instinct, ones that the church fanatics have placed their unreasonable expectations on. But you know far more than either of these two groups possibly could. How? We are the same, Kal'tsit. You and me, many. We have the same duty. Perhaps I should reframe the question. How did the Seaborn evolve into what they are today? What do you have to do with Carilla Arbor going out of control? Is the answer important to you? I can speak of my own history if it helps you understand my intention. We have waited 2 centuries for these answers. What really happened in that failed expedition? What turned you into what you are now? Failed? No. It was success beyond our wildest dreams. We penetrated the deepest layer of the mantle ruins for the first time. The predecessors carved open the rock and built massive maze-like complexes reaching into the lower mantle. We'd never gone further than them, even after thousands of years of excavating. The mantle ruins, the genesis of Aegir civilization. We thought we'd find more relics, more secrets, more answers there. But we all had hoped for did not exist. All that was buried in these steps was a spark of hope. Go on. I was separated from my team along the way. I was the only one to make it into the end of the path. There I saw. What? Oh, fuck. A giant. Some massive thing sleeping in the shadow of a Corellian tree. I did not see his entirety. I saw part of his limb was enough to fill my entire vision. That limb was touching the transparent wall of a sealed chamber. Perhaps he was waiting for contact, or perhaps... Before I realized it, I was standing before him and reaching out. The wall of the chamber was cold, but I could feel his warmth. Then vision surged towards me from every direction, inundating me. I don't fucking know. I have no idea what that means. A Fahrenmod shared his vision with you. What did you see? Fallen cities under an oppressive hanging dome, the land aflame, the stargate extinguished, the star ring broken, the road network shattered. The destruction of prehistoric civilization? Yes, Aegir never discovered the reason for its destruction, but I saw a vision of it before my eyes. Yet it has not ended. Yet it was not the end. Visions continue to flow. Visions far beyond my limited comprehension. Eternally dispersing particles and oceans of sand that never ripple. Cold, lightless plains and darkness without end. Burned out stars and never expanding black holes. Nothing there was familiar. I lost my senses, all of them, and even the Fahrenmod that shared vision with me could not sense his own existence. It was an entirely alien place without life, meaning, or information. The Seaborn's words stop. Through its transparent skull you can see the strangely colored nuclei gather, then disperse. It seems to be thinking, and the nuclei represent the process of its thoughts. But you, Kal'tsit, understand the meaning of these images. The crisis destroyed everything, it cannot be visualized. There is no word in our language to describe it. It was the end of prehistoric civilization and the calamity that Terra must face. It is the end of all things. The horrifying images left me as I pulled my hand back, replaced by another image. One that was broken, blurred, chaotic. He and his children shall devour all that is living and consume the moons and the stars. All that is living and dead shall nourish him, and he shall murmur at the end of time. Survive. Over and over. Survive. Chaotic murmur? Was the Fahrenmod asleep? He was trapped within a dream. The dream stagnated. Evolution stagnated. Duty stagnated. He was trapped in the Corellian cave. Therefore I must awaken him. That is fucking creepy. Oh, it's the traitor. Cassia! Magister Avitus, did you and your comrades go into hiding in order to destroy the city from within, waiting for when the Sea Patrol's guard was at its weakest? You should be evacuating, Magister. The Sea Patrol has noticed, Cassia. They're investigating you. You're showing this much concern for me because of that tiny embryo I left in the incubator and reminded you of the past, am I right? I'm just curious, did you regret your decision? Now is not the time for this. The Seaborn have invaded Millarium. Stop what you're doing, or the city will be lost. Isn't it a little late for that? Why did you choose to betray Aegir? I told you, the Seaborn have revealed the weakness of Aegir's very foundation. Before people can regain the will to live, the collapse of their values will have crushed them already. Once you were a great scholar, but what you're doing in this city now? You found out about me a long time ago, didn't you? You had many chances to stop things from getting to this point. You could have reported me to the Sea Patrol at any time. But you did nothing. You sat and waited, watching everything happen like a blind fin spinning in a whirlpool. Did you come to Millarium just to witness the destruction and validate your own despair? I'm not. I can still stop you. As long as life remains tied to any value system, it is doomed to eventually collapse. Life itself should be reason enough to live. We must rekindle our most basic survival instincts and force the people to reassess the values they once held in such high regard. Just fucking kill her, dude. Okay, alright. I take everything back. Fuck this bitch. Kill her, please. Only by doing so can they be saved from despair. From becoming like you. Like me. Watch out! Cassia got away. The Lingus here was sabotaged. No wonder it didn't work from the control room. Leave this place to me, ma'am. The Seaborn are approaching. My mentor at the Inquisition taught me some arts, although my talents are nothing to write home about. That woman worked at the Institute of Facility Management. She'd know how to sabotage the city unit framework. I appreciate your courage, Jordi. I'll call in people to get this area under control. As for Cassia, she's mine. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm saying, dude. Every single stage Secunda has been in, she's been badass. And now she's okay. I just wanted Cassia to die right now, right? And what happens? Secunda shows up and she's going to fucking blow her brains all over the fucking the dome, I guess. Yeah. Secunda is my favorite. I don't give a fuck. Blow her brains all over the goddamn dome, please. Whoa, already? Are you going to keep lying there, Mr. Avitus? His student had vanished. Avitus gazes upon the young man who suddenly appeared before him. The fear in Jordi's eyes is obvious, but he lights his lantern with a trembling hand. Okay, alright. Badass. Let's fucking go. Badass. Dude, look at this shit. That's so badass. Jordi. I heard your conversation. You're not an evil man, but I'm disappointed in you. Very disappointed. Ugh. Did you come here with this city because you believed it wouldn't make it back? What are you hoping for, death? You should have returned to land sooner, Jordi. Look around us. The Seaborn will soon overcome the barrier between the city's units. It will all come to an end just like... You never answer my questions properly. I may end up leaving Aegir and leaving behind all my hopes and longings, but it won't be because it's about to be destroyed. I've read The Depth of Life, you know, but it didn't answer any of my questions. Let's say all your predictions come true, and at some point in the future we'll have no choice but to watch our homes come to an end. It depicts, just like that man in the book. But does the destruction of a civilization really weigh more than that of a city, a family, a person here now? I don't understand, I just don't. I wasn't sure if I should say this, but you said your loved one gave up on the idea of raising a child and died in disappointment. But was she disappointed in the future of Aegir or in you? Okay, alright. Jordi, alright. Okay, Jordi and Secunda, they're taking over now. Alright. I'm gonna need to see some pretty amazing shit for Ulpianus to get into the higher tier of my favorites right now, because Secunda and Jordi are stealing the show. The young Aegir musters all his strength. The lantern shakes violently and the flickering light repels the Seaborn. He gasps for air. Sweat rolls down his cheeks. Avitus can see his arm tremble, but if anything, it is himself who cuts a sorrier figure. Look out! You have smeared your bodies on the outer wall, infiltrating through the trail of weapon fire before reshaping. What a convenient form of life. Seaborn. The fuck? You here. Nest we seeing. From nest you leave. Incomprehension. Oh, pianist, can you hear? Wait, us. Oh, pianist. Oh, pianist. No confusion? No need. Pain. Individual death, eternal. The many survival, eternal. Oh, pianist, I lead you. New individual born for you. Help me. Help you. Extend me. Oh, the hunters are back. Oh, this is the first time they meet. Oh, okay, alright. I might have spoken too soon. This is about to get fucking serious. Let's go. Gladia. Ulpianus? There is no expression on Gladia's face. She holds her lance sideways, its point touching the floor. It's almost imperceptible posture, enough to mitigate the fatigue that continues to rush up from within her, and to support her as she stands before her long-absent colleague. Your friend is now a pool of goo, but you still need to answer its question. Such rowdiness, this is really a poor dance of... It's really poor dance etiquette, you know? Dude, I love Spectre. Ha! Dance is an art. It's all about elegance. You can make it work with strength of numbers. What? That didn't pierce it? This used to be a cluster of core changed by the Seaborn, but now it's a wall. No one knows how big it is. The warning from the city, the unusual movements of the Seaborn, the results of the abnormal surgery. We must get out of here and find out what's happening at Millarium. Oh, okay, so they did get the message that Jordi sent them. So they need to go. They had to go quickly back to the Millarium. Yeah. The interest is gone. No, it's us. We're losing our sense of direction. Capsidation. Everything around us is hardening. The Arknights, planting, the unhatched eggs, even the waves. This entire nest will become a hardened shell for those creatures to store their nutrients. A shell without a single crack. There's no way the three of us can. Even worse, the stagnating environment is exacerbating our exhaustion. Captain Gladia? Shark? Behind you! Ew! Nest, become whole, soon, the sea. You kin, no harm. We many accept you. We many protect you. Here, much nutrient, sleep. Only sleep. Yeah, nah, I'm gonna say thanks, but no thanks, bro. Then Farchi we had heretofore been suppressed by the fighting begins to spread through every limb and organ. The thick and hard shell solidifies the waves. All is stagnant. The hunters vaguely sense their consciousness sinking, as though there is no bottom. The hunters hear the song, coming from right beside them, coming from inside them. Ishamla. The hardship we suffer is ever present. The life we thirst for is ever present. Over there, Sketty! Roaring. The faint roar comes from above. The thundering roar comes from beside. The stagnant seawater flows again. Infinite ocean could be bound by a cocoon. Then from where comes the force that can break even the cocoon? Land, moon, the scent of wet wheat, home far away. The force has become legend. It has shattered mountains, death, time, all that is tangible and intangible. He will not be bound. Oh! Rosinate. Oh, it's the seahorse that... Yeah, the Ulpian had... Oh, dude, let's go, dude! The last night? I still have no fucking idea who this dude is. I'll probably go take a look on the wiki after this. He's in the IS3. He's a boss in IS3 I've seen. And you can also have him on your team. I believe. I haven't played much of IS3 because it's fucking AIDS. Because of the Seaborn, obviously. But yeah. Fuck IS3. IS4 is fun though. I'm enjoying IS4. The music in IS4 is fucking bangers, dude. Anyway. You, many alike. From where? Rah! The waves, you built them, you hardened them. Are you turning this to land? Will not allow. Contradiction, wilderness, mountains, rivers, wheat fields. Land is just land. I seek, I reproach, I crush. The one who was with Ulpianus. Phew, a pleasure to see you again, Sir Knight. You, not kin. Yo! My boy is fucking locked in, let's go. Yo, that was sick. Nah, let's turn that up a bit again. Out of the way. Donna Irene. I've been looking for you. Sorry, I received Consul Clementia's message. Dr. Kal'tsit's group is headed to the port, but then we lost communications again. We must return to the Eye of Iberia immediately, inform Lord Carmen, and help the Inquisition and Penal Battalion form defense lines. No, we have to wait. Why? Most of the invading Seaborn are still under control near the beacon tower. If that unit can be ejected, then Millarium is not yet lost. It can even organize a counterattack. But the cultists have sabotaged the linkage to prevent it from being jettisoned. The Sea Patrol is already cleaning up the Seaborn in the area. We can't let these slip away either. I'll deal with them. As for whatever this linkage is you're talking about, will your engineering skills help? Yes! I can fix it. Good, you take the lead on that. I'll protect you and Avitus. We can return to land as soon as we're done. We work together at the Eye of Iberia. Let's pray we do just as well this time. Yes! Dude, Irene is locking in. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All the characters are locking in now. Let's fucking go. But these Seaborn from the depths are different from the ones I've dealt with on land. I don't know how long I can hold them off. We said all that needs to be said, Mr. Avitus. Come and help if you still have the strength. Alright. Hurry, Jordi. Hurry, Jordi Fontanarosa. Alright, he's talking to himself, I guess. You warned us through the beacon, and the strange knight who appeared at the lighthouse broke through the shell just as we were about to fall asleep. Is he part of your plan too, Ulpianus? The madman who's forgotten himself is an enemy of the sea, of everything abnormal that has become normal, and of himself. No one can control someone like that. We just happen to travel together. Are you the only one to make it back? They're on their way. Breaking through the nest shell and returning through the ties of Seaborn, your speed was remarkable. But you're too late. You've seen what's happening to Millarium. The many have exploited Aegir, and Millarium will be a stepping stone for their invasion of the land. And what precisely is happening here? The first thing I heard when I arrived at the port is that the Abyssal Hunter, Ulpianus, had entered the control room of the beacon tower and killed the weapons technology advisor of the Waterbury program. And indeed, Blandis' body is right behind you. You're quiet. I assumed you'd feel more anguish over him. I take it you figured him out then, judging by your reaction. I doubt we have time to discuss a fallen traitor, even if it was once our closest comrade. That young man really did it. The linkage has been repaired. You're trying to eject the beacon tower from Millarium. A wise plan. It seems there's still hope for you. This place will sink to the ocean floor in a few minutes. Do you smell it? The stench of frenzy. The Seaborn above have noticed the changes to the tower. They are seizing the last opportunity to break the blockade and reach the other parts of Millarium. Leave, Cledia, now. Come back to Aegir, Ulpianus. This is your last chance. I still have things to clear up. If I give up now, all my efforts will have been for naught. The dreams and end of the prehistoric civilization where the Seaborn came from, where they will go, the calamity before our eyes, the destruction beyond the skies. Being aware of them is not enough to turn the tides. I must learn more. If the Seaborn have memories, I must know every last detail of them. I'm not disputing that. We're back in the ocean, back in Aegir. We'll have many chances to approach the truth. That is your way, and I don't disapprove, but we need more approaches, more angles in order to maximize our odds of victory. As you said, I'm on another path now. Will you still try to stop me? Unless my eyes deceived me, the Seaborn I just killed had evolved specifically for you. That doesn't just mean they're trying to accept you, it means that you are also... Correct. Then you know well what being inside a rapidly hatching nest would mean for you in your present state. Answer me, Aegir, how much of your mind is still your own? Is there even enough left for you to choose death? It's the only way for me to earn the trust of these scum. You're an outstanding hunter and a learned scientist. Are you really so arrogant as to believe you can control your transformation through willpower alone? Accidents, like the one doing the auto-adaptive junction surgery, will not happen every time. I can't simply watch you walk down the path of destruction. You're at your limit. We're both experts in violence. You'll die if we fought here now. Is that so? Dude! Okay. Alright, Ulpianus is back. Alright, Ulpianus is back. We're doing this. Alright, they're fighting. Okay, we're actually doing this. Her lance draws a cold arch through the air. Ulpianus lets loose the chains, and his massive anchor flies at Gladia, forcing her to leap up. The sound of the building sinking drowns out the clash of battle. Seawater and Seaborn rush into the control room. In the last moments, Gladia watches her erstwhile colleagues stand before the dark and holographic sea chart, calmly waiting for the colorful waves to swallow him. Dude, this stage goes on forever. What the fuck? Your description raises many questions. The feasibility of modifying a Faramod into a biological ark by leveraging its habitat of fostering an independent ecosystem inside its body had already been verified on Talos. The technology used by the project was mature, and their complex was deep in the mantle. Energy coming from the heart of the planet could support the facility's operation for almost an eternity. The project had more than sufficient power supply. Why then did the project deep beneath the ocean stagnate, as you put it, and go out of control, releasing innumerable Seaborn? The existence of Faramod was introverted by nature, yet he was to turn all things to nourishment for his survival. He has given meaning that he did not belong to him, and the name that did not belong to him, Ishamla. The changes they were to put were the changes they were put to were bolder, wilder, more ambitious, and more despairing. Their nature had long since exceeded the biological arc you speak of. For unknown reasons, however, their subsequent actions did not follow the program, meaning that the project did not proceed along the planned lines, but the new direction was also interrupted? Not entirely. They continued to foster new offspring within themselves, but the lives trapped within the Faramod were weak. They evolved too slowly. The new generation needed to be liberated. They needed to leave the Faramod's body, adapt to its new environment, and obtain more nutrition. More nutrition to be fed back to the Faramod so that his evolution may be accelerated. Under normal circumstances, the organism nurtured within a Faramod are rarely able to venture beyond its body. Yet the aggression the Seaborn have demonstrated outside, the modifications these Faramod have undergone, were indeed transformative. So it was you, Martis, who brought the Seaborn into the ocean and sowed the seeds of calamity. Seeds of calamity. No, the offspring were weak, and Aegir was strong. The seabed was governed by a self-regulating ecosystem. The offspring that devoured the algae fuels were discovered and destroyed before they could proliferate. But Aegir should not have been an obstacle. Aegir should have provided aid. Fortunately, my influence in human society was still useful. The Institute of Development Planning had already announced the deaths of the members of the 4th Observation Team of the mental ruins at that time. You came back from the dead just to corrupt your countrymen? I held no forums, no debates, only a few sincere conversations. I helped some discover the problem, and some discover the answer. It was enough that they were willing to give the Seaborn an opportunity. We many will find a way out eventually. The ecological disasters, the fallen cities, the citizens lost. How many of these were you responsible for? Was it you who cajoled Blandis and the cultists behind him to infiltrate the waterway program and alter our weapon systems? Ugh. This so-called Church of the Deep is not a formal organization, at least not in the sea. It needs no guidance, no leader. Not an organization, you mean you manipulate the people's thoughts and behaviors only using their faith and tenets? How did you implant the inferior concept of God into them when such absurd ideas were completely absent in Aegir? Civilization could never truly purge the idea of primal worship. It awaits at the end of a science, ready to be awakened at a moment's notice. The Aegir you call cultists do not know the truth. Each of them acts according to their own thoughts and ideals. Each faces their own questions and dilemmas. Selfishness and altruism, flaws and perfection, nature and civilization. logic and reason, the differences in strength and the shackles of form, the limitations of ethics and the future of humanity, and manufactured truth of the beautiful cycle. It was all a scam from the get-go. I mean, religion is a big fucking scam, so... I mean, if you want my opinion on religion, it's just a giant scam. So, yeah. A scam? No. Primordial worship originates from the survival instinct. Every thread of thought by every cultist ultimately leads to a single question: how to survive better. Faith? Tenets? No, only a desire for survival. You struggle for survival too, do you not? When you preached survival in Aegir, did you ever tell them whose survival you were talking about? The survival of life itself. Just as survival of civilization inevitably involves the destruction of many more, the survival of life inevitably involves the end of many. Many species have gone extinct due to the activity of the offspring while they gathered nutrition for the Fairmont. I once recorded the number, only to forget it. For the moment Ishamla awakened, it had become a meaningless, insignificant number. The birth cries of the newborn, interwoven with the wailing of the dying. Songs brought silence. You knew the consequences of awakening the firstborn from the very beginning, a disaster for the entire ocean for countless species, but you show no remorse whatsoever. You even gave up on recording the number of sacrifices. Was it because you've got numb after taking so many lives? But numbness is no excuse for your crimes, Martis. A consul steps forward. Her ceremonial sword is elegant, but the light reflecting off it is chilling, cutting off the sideline of the Seaborn, gazing towards you. Clementia, this is Infinitum. You designed the building that inspired so many of our people, myself included. But you stand here now, calmly explaining how you pushed Aegir into the abyss. I've seen images of you, a gentle, meditative observer who has the habit of constantly pushing his large glasses back up his nose. Look at you now. Even the richest of thoughts can only be expressed by this simplistic movements of your cells. You still have your glasses on your neck. Is it to reminisce about old friends whom you have no right to reminisce, or to mock the dead whom you have no right to mock? Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, that's what that is. If you are Martis the Aegir, then I hereby pass judgment upon the fallen. If you are merely Seaborn, then we'll skip the formalities. Organelles surrounding the Seaborn expand and parry Clementia's attack. The ceremonial sword cuts into the shadow of the core-shaped terminal. You cut off my control of the terminal? Breeze go. Oh yeah, let's go, monster! Emergency transmission. This is the 10th attempt. The Seaborn have taken over the beacon tower. We cannot stop the conversion, but someone has activated the ejection protocol for that unit. Good job, whoever you are. Biosignatures keep soaring in number. The nests are becoming one. Incoming Seaborn tide. Scope of the entire continental shelf. Repeat, incoming Seaborn tide. Scope the entire continental shelf. Emergency transmission. This is the 11th attempt. This is Consul Clementia. Citizens of Millarium, heed me. Once the city unit containing the beacon tower has been fully ejected, the rest of the city shall break through the Seaborn encirclement and move towards dry land. Reactivate the linkage mechanism in the city's framework and perform a structural reorganization. Force fields at full power will stop the Seaborn tide from setting a single tentacle onto land. Legions 8 and 10, along with the Sea Patrol, send all operational warships out in turn to escort the city. May Aegir and our forefathers be with you. Let's go, Clementia. You were looking for an opportunity this whole time, Consul of Aegir. You're tough. We too, once. Huh. Oh shit, we're back at the lighthouse. Is it Aegir or the Seaborn who are trying to open the waterway? The readings are off the charts. The end of Seaborn tide is approaching us at the very moment. This is beyond the lighthouse's computational capacity. Santidan, I hear you. Look in front of you. Those steep colors between the sea and the sky are a tide of Seaborn. The wind grows quiet. There is no point in trying to estimate their numbers and scope now. Experience is better than data. I've seen the ocean like this before. Do you mean the profound silence? Leave the rest to the Penal Battalion and the Inquisitors. Report! 2 divisions are ready for action. Aegirian drone matrices are helping us fine-tune our defenses. Aegir. Sir, the ocean. Something's rising from it. Is that an Aegirian city? Dude, no one has ever fucking seen this before. Yo! Yo, that's so fucking cool. Oh my god, I've never... Alright, coolest fucking shot in the entire game. Holy fuck. Alright, yeah, nah, this... Nah. Okay, nah, you've never seen anything this cool before. Having sailed for thousands of miles, Millarium rises to the surface of the ocean after casting out its heart. Every inch of it is being reformed, supported by its framework. An invisible force field extends towards the bottom of the sea and the highest reaches of the sky, forming a structure like a great wall. The structure breaks the surface of the ocean, creating a giant wave of hundreds of meters tall. However, on the other side of the city, the real tide has arrived. It is a living wave. Seaborn of various forms have fused with the ocean. The children of the sea are the sea itself. They have even changed the color of the water. The city from the depths of the roiling tide stretch out at the same time, colliding, embracing, and ripping at each other's throats. They changed the color of the sea. That's so fucking insane, dude. This is serious now. Nature never tires, yet civilization will not stop its footsteps. All is quiet. No one dares to tell of what it sees here now. Dude, that ending was amazing! Oh, hello. Alright. Dude, that was amazing! Holy fuck, we only have 2 stages left. Yeah, nah, this is so good. Alright. Anyway, I'm gonna... It's almost time for me to sleep. I have work tomorrow, as it is Sunday, so yeah. I will see you in the next one, hopefully tomorrow. I hope I'm not too dead to record tomorrow. I have very limited time to record. The event is almost over. I'm definitely not gonna have time for the EX stages, but it is what it is. Whatever, man. Yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode as much as I did, this was amazing. Please do leave a like, comrades. And I would love to hear your thoughts on the story down in the comments if you have anything to add. And if you like what you saw here and you would like to see more from me, more Arknights or whatever else I could possibly upload in the future, please do subscribe, comrades. That would be very much appreciated. And I will see you in the next episode, hopefully tomorrow. So as always, have a good one, comrades. До свидания.